Hello from Penang. If you can't tell, I'm currently at the airport heading home to Sydney actually, so that's why it is super noisy here. I've spent this past week and a half celebrating Chinese New Year, which consists of three main things: family, food, and festivities. Let's start with food, which is a big part of Chinese culture. Yes, it is the way that all of the aunties and uncles here show their love is by overfeeding you. But yeah, it's been literally meal after meal of family gatherings with food, and food. There's one specific dish that we eat here in Malaysia where everyone gets their chopsticks and they mix this stuff together. It's called yisan. So when you're all mixing it up together with your chopsticks, you're meant to say well wishes, and the higher you bring it up, the better, apparently. So I had that about 3 times at 3 different gatherings. Secondly, there are festivities. The same way that we celebrate New Year in the Western world with fireworks, there are fireworks here for Chinese New Year. But you can buy your own fireworks and play with them in your front or backyard, which is, of course, what we did. Festivities also includes gambling. It can be 4-player games like Mahjong, or it could be much bigger games like Blackjack, or a new game I learned, which I think literally translates to 8-9 time. 8 to 9 o'clock. And other festivities that you're probably familiar with, like lion dancing and dragon dancing, they happen here as well. There's also this other big street festival that goes on for 1 day. It was pretty packed, as you can imagine, but there was this little section where there were these old aunties dancing to Asian Zumba, so that was pretty cool. Thirdly, and most importantly, is family. So kind of like Christmas back home, this is the time of the year where everyone comes back to the older sibling or the grandmother's house, and we gather. So yeah, if you haven't seen your cousins all year, if you come during Chinese New Year, you are bound to see them. And I gotta say, it was actually really good to see everyone again, especially people I haven't seen in years and years, and to actually spend a bit of time with them this time around. And I was lucky enough that my cousins took me out on my last hike for this trip, which was up Penang Hill. Now I gotta say, I don't handle the humidity and heat well here, so we left really early in the morning to do this hike. We got up there after sunrise, and I was already in a massive sweat, but it was a nice hike, and the view was, well, foggy actually, which is not very common for Penang. But I also got the chance to chat to a couple of my cousins about their time in school here, which is very different to what it is back home, so over to them. So I'm here with 2 of my cousins and one of my cousin's boyfriend. We have Charlie, Ziying, and Rong. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So you guys told me some interesting things about your high school. What is the type of high school that you guys went to?
The government Chinese high school.
And how is that different from other high schools in Malaysia?
It has more rules and regulations.
Yeah, we are well known for the discipline, because our school is strict in a way that in an assembly we have to sit straight and raise our head, and we are taught this way, and this is the spirit of our high school.
All boys' hair has to be shorter than this.
And girls is 2 cm below
the earlobe. We check our hair one month once, and everyone has to line up in front of the class.
So she gets a ruler out and she measures your hair.
She has a stripe which is 2 cm, and then she put like this.
Why do they want you to cut short hair?
Yeah.
Because they don't want you to spend time doing your hair. To avoid you from getting the relationship, they ask you to cut your hair, so you don't look so good as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is what I heard from one of the teachers.
You are in a relationship, you don't show it, and nobody finds out, it's fine. But if you got caught, you'll be in deep trouble. The teacher they'll ask 2 of you come, and they'll surround you. And then they just ask questions. Have you guys kissed before? How long have you guys been together? Are you guys together? And they just ask a lot. And they'll call the parents here. My previous headmaster actually said that boys and girls have to be distant in
one hand. There's one time when I sit so close to my sister in school, and then there's one teacher who passed by, and then she was asking, "Why are you guys sitting so close?" I was saying, "She's my sister."
If you get an argument with your prefect, then they will call all the prefects around you.
You alone, which is not the prefect, going into the prefect room, and then they will surround you and they will start scolding you. Basically, they want you to say sorry to every one of them.
Yeah.
Like mafia.
Yeah, it's like mental abuse. So how does this make you feel when they try to make you guys all essentially the same person?
When you have a lot of rules, then people judge based on the rules.
Right.
So you couldn't actually be yourself in a way.
Right.
So when we get to other college, or we see people which are different from us, we just can't really accept it. We just think they're strange. It's not that we want to do that, but we are taught this way. Yeah. In senior year, I see people trying hard to break
Rebel.
the rules.
Yeah.
I just feel like just obey it lah, because it's pointless to
Yeah.
break the rules.
Most of the time, I don't listen to the teacher. So I rely on tuition centers. Maybe we are just too rebellion to sit there and listen. Yeah, because of all these rules that causes.
Is it common for most students to go to tuition outside of school?
Yeah.
Cool.
I hate school.
I hate school. We have a subject, it's moral.
It's like a social work that you need to do.
Once I went to take this moral project photo with my friends. We actually have a plastic with us, and we just like put it on the floor and we pick it up. After taking the photo, my friend actually just said, "I just leave it here lah." I'm like, "What the hell are you doing the project? You just throw it here." And we have the nilam.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You have to read how many books a month?
At least 3. Our form teacher will scold us if we don't finish the targeted
I think you.
Don't like to be scolded.
How do they scold you? What do they do?
Guys usually get K at the ass. So for girls, usually they will do things like, okay, help the school to clean up a bit.
And the school rules, we copy the school rules.
So your clubs in society, how does that all work?
Okay, basically the school has different societies that we need to join as a curriculum body.
And it's compulsory to join one of these? Like you have to join one
Yeah,
of these?
have to join.
you have
Okay.
to join. Like us, we are kind of active in the curriculum bodies.
Yeah.
So we actually try our best to gain from it. We learn more from that. But some of them, they are not so active in the society bodies. They are just coming to get attendance and just go back.
But basically, I think that's the part in high school that I learned more. We have a lot of practical chances, like to meet new people, to work together, like really work together. Yeah.
I think in conclusion, I think our school just not educating. They just avoid the mistake.
Yeah.
But you don't learn from that.
Sense.
Actually, you have a bright side. I heard what a senior from me, when he go to college, when they are doing group work, if he's from Heng from school, they will be more efficient.
We are trained
To be efficient.
One of the things that I think that we actually learn is we play within the rules. They set a lot of rules. It's like a cage, but then you start to be a bit witty, so you know when to play, when to stop. You know, you understand people better.
Thanks for being in my video.
Thanks.
Yeah. Subscribe J in the button below.
Travel with Jay.
I didn't tell them to do that. So I'm probably going to be back home in Sydney by the time you see this, which is going to be definitely weird for me. But I'll update you in maybe a week or so on how that's going. Alright, see ya.